Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Dialogue Wheel. I am your host, Nick Kaufman, joined as always by my co-host, Matt Fresh.
Hello.
Hello. And we are joined today by special guests Abby Howard and Tony Howard Arrayas of Black Tabby Games. Black Tabby,
Arius.
did I get it? Did I mess it up?
I will.
Or Arius, right?
Arius. There you go.
Arius, okay. I'm just gonna cut back into it. All right, here we go. We're joined today by Abby Howard and Tony Howard Arrayas. Arius.
I've
You
heard
can
it both
keep
ways.
it in if you
Yeah, you can keep that in.
Okay. We're joined by Abby Howard and Tony Howard Arrayas of Black Tabby Games.
Yeah, Arius.
We are joined today by Abby Howard and Tony Howard Arrayas.
Hey, close enough.
No.
It doesn't.
Are you trying? Is this part
It's
of
a
the bit?
It's anyway.
Arius.
Mhm.
Aries.
Yeah, you got it.
Aries. Just Aries.
Sure.
No, I'm
Nest.
sorry.
Sorry, Arius.
Arius. Okay. All right.
Like areas.
The fun
Like
thing is
there's
I can
areas.
just say this is part of the bit. Arius. Okay. Here we go. Arius. All right. We are joined today by Abby Howard and Tony Howard Arrayas of Black Tabby Games.
Wow. You're
Yes.
persistent.
We
We're joined. Yes, I'm joining.
Sorry. Black Tabby Games is a two-person narrative studio founded by Abby Howard and Tony Howard Arias. Their games tell stories of crossroads of horror, romance, and humor with a signature style of hand-illustrated art and deep branching interactivity. In addition to her work in video games, Abby is the acclaimed cartoonist behind works like The Last Halloween, The Crossroads at Midnight, Junior Scientist, Power Hour, The Earth Before Us, and many more. Before co-founding Black Tabby Games, Tony worked in technology and media, including audience acquisition for STAT, the Boston Globe's life science publication, and several companies you've never heard of. It's unclear how much this background contributed to his work at Black Tabby Games, if at all. Abby and Tony live in Toronto with Spoons the cat, Wednesday the snake, and Nubs the oxalotl. There it is. There we go. Abby and Tony, thank you so much for joining us.
Glad to be here.
Thank you for having us.
We're just going to jump right into the questions. Right off the bat, we need to know immediately, are either of you on the Epstein list?
I
No.
hope not that I know of.
Are you?
No. I made sure to get my name scratched off of that.
Yeah, we paid top dollar for that. But it's cheaper than you think.
Wow, I wouldn't think about that usually. So
Go ahead and take the next one, Matt.
Okay. So as an indie studio, do you guys have a preference as to whether you're eventually bought out by Embracer or Microsoft?
I don't know what Embracer is, so I'm gonna go with that one because.
Oh, you don't want to be bought by Embracer.
Oh, do you know what Embracer is?
Oh
Is
yeah,
that a
they're
problem?
they're
Are they
they're
on the Epstein list? Is Microsoft?
I mean,
on the
they
Epstein
they
list?
could be. I think Microsoft is also on the Epstein list.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you think?
Pass. I accept
Oh.
neither buyout.
Okay, so we got a couple of fence sitters.
They're holding out for a bigger fish. They're holding out for
Mhm.
Apple. I respect that. I
Amazon.
respect that. Or Amazon. Yes, that's a good one.
10 cent.
10 cent.
Mm.
I'm not
Yeah,
aware of their
that's-
work.
I think that's progressive now, right? Is that allowed? That seems okay, right?
Is it?
It's
I don't
it's
know.
progressive to get acquired by 10 cent, but then once you are acquired, you're no longer allowed to be progressive.
Oh,
Next question. What's your problem with Meghan Markle?
I had to remember who that was. Well, now we live in Canada, which means that we have to be loyal to the king, I think. So I think we were assigned opinions when we crossed the border. Is that right? You got
Yeah,
the paperwork.
yeah. There's a picture of it was the queen when we came up here, but it's the king now. We had to kneel down, swear fealty. So
Yeah.
whatever I guess they want
Their
us to feel.
interpersonal, yeah, their
Yeah.
interpersonal drama is now our interpersonal drama. That's what it's like to be part of the Commonwealth. So that's too bad. But I traded it for healthcare, so it's for a good cause.
Matt,
I
does this
can't.
sound about right? Is this your experience?
Yes, if you're born here, you have to swear fealty at the age of 3.
Mhm.
Once you can
Okay.
talk, yeah, as
Yeah.
soon as you can. You can fully
As-
understand what you're swearing to at that point.
As soon as they determine your brain is able to develop memories, just so you always remember who you swore fealty to. Then you get free healthcare, so it evens out.
Yeah, that's the thought.
Will you
Go ahead,
guys
Matt.
ever finish Scarlet Hollow?
That's the plan. That's the plan. If we
Is
die,
it?
we don't have to. And this is something that occurs to me a lot. Sometimes I'm just like, wow, if I died right now, I wouldn't have to do that anymore. And no one would have to hold me accountable because I would be dead.
See, I've always viewed Scarlet Hollow as some sort of Hellraiser style infinite torment nexus that keeps people trapped so they can never leave. And what better way to keep them trapped than never finishing the game?
Ah, see, we played it out from the
It's
beginning.
art if you think about it.
If you see our playtime graph, there's like the intro of just like, oh yeah, some people fall off in like a couple hours, and then there's like the 20+ hour column, which is the largest of them all. So all of those people are trapped, and I think it would be best if we kept them trapped. I think you're right. So we should die. I think that would be the best course of action.
See, now that's a company model I can get behind.
A solid business plan. Actually have a related follow-up. What comes out first? Scarlet Hollow episode 6 or The Winds of Winter?
Well, as just discussed, we will be dying.
Yeah.
Probably before him. So
Yeah.
yeah.
He has
You
more
guys
money
have-
than us, so I think he can afford better health care. Wait, we're
Despite
Canadian.
Canadian, well, the king has us covered there, as also discussed.
Now. Oh.
But I mean, that doesn't cover cases of disappearances.
I don't know. He's been working. He has such a head start.
Well, hold on. Now, the disappearance angle that I just introduced, that could also work. So, just saying, we have multiple options for getting out of this.
It's like we finished episode 5 of Scarlet Hollow like a couple months ago. So.
Yeah, no problem.
When was
That was a
okay?
quick one.
What's the one that last came out before Winds of Winter? What's that one called?
A Dance with Dragons. I believe it was 2011.
2000. How can we possibly catch up?
All right. Not so sure of themselves.
Mm.
Matt, go ahead and take the next one.
Who is your dream director for a Slay the Princess movie adaptation, and why is it Uwe Boll?
So I've always admired that man's willingness to step in the boxing ring with his critics. I think all of us wish we could do that.
And I think what's going to happen is, I think Uwe Boll, you can only ever not have him make an adaptation of your film by defeating him in the boxing ring. This is what I've heard. And it's that most people do defeat him.
How old is he? I bet I could take him.
Yeah, at this point, he might be old enough that Tony can get out of the bargain.
Uwe Boll age 60.
So, I'm just going to jump in here. So you want to disappear George R.R. Martin and fight Uwe Boll to the death?
Me.
No, they're disappearing, but before they disappear, they're going to fight Uwe just to make sure he doesn't touch their stuff.
I just thought there was a pattern emergent of elder abuse, which, I mean, they're already killing princesses.
And in Scarlet Hollow, people have accused us of baiting them to not be able to romance old people because one of the old people becomes younger at some point.
Spoilers.
Which was a spoiler, and I couldn't tell them that beforehand. I didn't say which one. It could be any of the old people, of which there are a few.
All right. Okay, here we go. As an episodic developer, we must know, everyone wants to know, are you Team Blonde Blazer or Team Invisigal?
Oh, don't get me started on Dispatch Man.
It should have been the guy.
It should have been Phenomenon.
Phenomenon.
And I felt queer baited.
I felt
for the first time in my life.
Tumblr is right. Queer baiting exists. And that game did it to me. I'm not even usually into that. So I'm more of a Yuri person myself. But Phenomenon was the obvious pick. The chemistry was quite solid.
I'm a Waterboy fan myself.
I was a big Sonar guy. As soon as I found out that he was, a Chad. I really love
Who
Sonar.
among us have not had dreams about Moist Critica?
I am quite susceptible to a Batman myself, but it must be the furry variety.
Yeah,
Not a guy in a suit, a man bat.
And he can't jump out at you on a rooftop. He has to be prim and proper.
With a little suit on.
Yeah.
Just so that I know he's a civilized kind of human being. Wears
Well,
clothes.
what if he jumps out at you on a rooftop in a suit?
Well, that's okay.
That's fine.
Yeah,
Is he-
that's okay.
is he-
Then he's
is
just
he-
an adventurous kind of guy.
Is he wearing
also
his Greek
assume-
letters? I need to know that. That helps
Does
me.
he-
Because
Does
if I see
does he in the game?
See, now, okay, you sound like you would be into Phenomenon. He's kind of the jock type character despite his alien origins.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
All right. Moving along, there's a somewhat popular "Am I the Asshole" Reddit post about someone who played one of Scarlet Hollow's violent moments during a flight to the dismay of an older passenger.
Yes.
Why do you guys hate flyers? Don't they suffer enough?
Oh, I thought you were gonna ask why we hate old people.
Because that
Well,
is
we've
the
already
thing.
we've already established this.
we've already
I
covered
see,
that.
I see. Now we're talking about the other kinds of people that we hate, such as people on flights. Well, there was one time that I was on a plane and I was playing Undertale, and the lady next to me was like visibly doing the sign of the cross while I was doing that, fighting
Is it because of
Metaton.
the skeletons. Oh no,
Yeah, it was Metaton. He was
Mm,
too sexy.
the flamboyant.
It was too sexy, and it was a video game, which I assume also is a problem. So
I think that if you're on an airplane, you should mind your own damn business and not look at other people's screens.
I say also looking over at.
Oh,
other people's
I always
screens while
look
they're
over at
watching
other
movies.
people's screens.
That's how I watched Avatar.
Mhm.
That's the only way that
Wait,
I
which
have seen
one?
it.
I watched
first-
Avatar looking through the window of someone's home.
I feel like it's the ideal way to experience it. You don't have to hear what's going on. You already put it together.
it's a treat for the eyes.
That's all it ever was.
So I did some research before this interview. Episode 5 of Scarlet Hollow has you exploring an older relative's manor, and I just need to know who's stealing from who here. Was it, or the Blueprints guys cribbing from you, or did you crib from them? And will there be a lawsuit?
We don't have as many rooms, and it's not randomly generated either. It's not like you get a gotcha component. So I think that they can probably sue us for that.
Yeah. Without the roguelike elements to change every playthrough, where's the replay value?
Yeah, where's the replay value? We say also putting almost everything behind a trait save. So you will have to play it like 3 times to get everything. So in that way, you know what? Okay, we can sue Blueprints because we already wrote that before you played Blueprints. So yeah, they got it from your head through means that I couldn't understand. Maybe one of those Christopher Nolan type Inception dream contraptions. Yeah, which I think is illegal. So that's double whammy. We got him.
I think if you guys have your lawyer argue that people are just having a better time with your game, you'll win.
I mean, we got a headline either way, Nick. Indie game lawsuit. Boom.
There we go. Ooh, all of us getting the news. People should hear about games.
So as indie devs, there's a lot of competition. You know, it's a small space, very niche. Does it ever frustrate you that you had to settle simply for slaying a princess because someone already slayed a spire?
When Slay the Spire 2 came out, we had a visible bump in sales. Thank you, Slay the Spire 2. You helped us.
Yeah, this is called Indies Helping Indies. A rising tide lifts all boats.
Yeah.
Alternate headline: Dumb gamers buy wrong game.
Gamers illiterate. Slay the Princess new bestseller.
Look,
The number of times somebody in conversation has said to me, Slay the Spire, about the game I made, and I'm just like, that's fine. They can think whatever they want.
if younger generations being addicted to TikTok means they don't have the attention span to type in Slay the Spire and go to the desired store page, then all's fair.
We all benefit. Eventually,
Yeah.
they'll find the normal game they were looking for. And
You
maybe
have
it will give them a little bit of an existential crisis first.
you have to adapt to reality.
Speaking of that, when can we expect the princess to make an appearance in Fortnite?
God, I wish.
Fortnite, call me. Wait, isn't Fortnite, is that on the way out now? Is that no
I
longer
hear it's
cool?
on the way out.
Should we wait for Roblox to call us? I don't think they call you. I think they just make the model.
Well, I think like a bunch of 13-year-olds just steal your IP.
Wow, 13-year-olds.
And then Roblox steals
Get
like
in touch.
90% of their money.
Oh.
And
That
then
seems
you do
ethical.
end up on the Epstein list.
Oh.
Yeah, I think there's a Slay the Princess spinoff in Roblox. I think it's called Slay the Duchess. So I think you guys
Is
are
that
already, I think
true?
you guys are already covered over there.
Oh my god. Wow.
I'm not hip with the youth, so I don't know if that's true.
That would be cool. And I would look at it and be like, they got it wrong. They always get it wrong.
It's just that's what Roblox does. They get it wrong and they sell way more for it.
Okay, before this last question, I'm just going to say this episode is hopefully sponsored by Cheez-Its.
Wow, I
Thank-
love Jesus.
I love Cheez-Its.
Thank you,
Thank
Didn't
you,
Jesus.
send us any.
Thank
How
you,
could do this
Cheez-Its,
to me?
who will hopefully sponsor this episode when they find out I plugged their product in it. Okay. Where were you on August 31st, 1997 at 12:25 a.m. Central European Summertime?
Probably in my backyard, being a child. So
Probably somewhere in central New Jersey.
not being a child, or were you a child at the
I
time?
don't know. It's private.
Okay.
People don't need to know how old I am.
It's two suspects off the Princess Diana list.
We're slowly narrowing that down.
Yeah.
Okay, so before we
Wow,
get
that's
to
good. I have to care about that now because of the Commonwealth. So thank you.
good Canadian. Before we get to our other set of questions, I have a quick game for you. My co-host here, I hacked his computer and found some of his wish list princesses that he was going to hire Abby to commission.
You don't have to lie. You didn't hack my computer. I willingly gave you this list.
Okay, so he gave me this list, and I just wanted him to
I'm very
read
open
these
about it.
and then see if maybe the two of you together could put your brains together and come up with like what the themes around that princess would be. Quick little
Sure.
game before we
Oh,
get into the
it's-
second half of the interview here. All right, Matt, go ahead with your first dream princess.
All right. A princess who looks like my mom.
Oh. Oh.
That's just the tower.
There you go. We already did that one. Got you covered.
All right. Octopus princess.
I think that's just the moment of clarity.
No, it doesn't fit the themes
Mm.
because there's too much ocean involved with an octopus. And I figured out at some point that ocean is simply too much to unravel. In the same way that I would never have a mermaid princess because it's like, well, where'd the ocean come from? You know?
Crying.
Princess who doesn't mind my odor.
That's the damsel. Sorry, we already did that one. She loves
Okay.
you no matter what, as long as you're nice to her.
All right. This is the big one.
Mhm.
Foot princess.
Ooh. Well,
think
the
that's
internet
just the
has you
tower.
covered there.
He left.
No,
he
it has
left
to
off.
have the really. Yeah.
I'm sorry. He messed up. We're usually tight and clean here, but he messed up.
Mhm.
Could you read that second part, Matt?
Oh, I would like her to just be a big left foot.
Oh.
Oh.
I think the internet has you covered there. The ones where you can see how detailed the foot is compared to everything else. And it's just like, I know what you were paying attention to. So, yeah, I think that would have to be a chapter 3 after a first one where she only kills you by stepping on you. And then
Mhm.
in the third one, it's an existential crisis about how she's just a left foot because that was the part you focused on.
Or
And isn't it so
maybe-
horrible?
or
You reduced a
maybe-
woman to simply one part. Unfeminist of you. And then you get minus feminist points in the end of the game, which ends the game in a new and unique
Or
way.
maybe it's chapter 3 from the secret dance princess no one has ever found in game yet, where you pick all of the dance moves and she keeps stepping on you.
And then you get plus feminist points in the
Yeah.
end because dancing is very feminist.
Being
Okay,
a klutz makes an otherwise pristine character flawed and interesting.
What about a princess who looks like my mom?
You did that already.
You did that one.
Oh, he messed up again. The first one should have been princess who likes my mom.
Oh, that's a
The
different
damsel again.
character. that we're
Probably.
introducing. So that would also have to be a chapter 3. Where in chapter 2, you introduce the concept of her being your mom. So that, I guess this would be a tower offshoot of just like where you identify specifically with the tower being like your mom because she's telling you to do stuff like clean up your room and to put on nice clothes and not stink so much. Again, about the body odor part, she does not accept the body odor, which is also something that is an issue for this player in particular. Anyway, so then you've introduced the concept of mom, and then you're like, wait, you're just my mom. There was a princess here before. And then in the chapter 3, there's 2 characters now. And so then they, I assume, make out and leave you alone. So that gives you plus feminist points also for the new feminist ending. Got you covered.
What about, and Nick doesn't know this, I have an extra list I didn't give him. What about a princess who looks like my grandma?
Now that one, I don't know what to do for you.
Yeah.
I can't help you there. As we've discussed, we don't like old people.
Okay,
so
this is
that's
true.
a problem.
Princess who looks like Nick.
Well, take your glasses off. She doesn't wear glasses.
I think that's just the damsel.
That's the damsel. I recognize you. I would recognize you anywhere. I've drawn you 1,000 times.
Okay.
That's
and
touching.
Finally, princess who looks like Nick's wife's mom.
That's too many extra steps, man.
Yeah,
this game is about simplicity.
We'd have to knock that back too. You still get the same outcome as the other mom route. I'm so sorry. We have our limits.
Back to my Sims.
Matt, it sounds like you're gonna. It sounds like you're gonna have to go get Grok on this because you're asking way too much. Abby, Tony, thank you so much. Sorry for Matt's unprofessionalism. We like I said, we like to get things right the first time here. If you are a free listener, this is where you hop off. We are going to hop into the second part of our interview. If you want to keep up with Abby and Tony and Black Tabby Games, we will have a link down in the show notes to their stuff.
Sponsor us, Cheez-Its, please. We need money.
Cheez-Its, please sponsor us. And if you want to hear the rest of the episode, go catch it over on Patreon. Is what I would say if this wasn't a free episode, because this is one of our launch episodes. So, hey, we're just going to continue on into our next set of questions.
Oh, that is salty. Jesus Christ.
Well, you should have done white cheddar. White cheddar is the best cheese.
I have the white cheddar, but I thought if we're getting sponsored, we should show off the original.
No, Cheez-Its are the best. Cheez-Its original is the best one.
No.
Because they're so salty.
The extreme outliers of Cheez-Its are both much better than Goldfish and much worse than Goldfish, but they average out to worse overall.
The guys at the Cheez-Its office are going to love this.
Goldfish are something you give to children to distract them. That's all it is.
I do like Goldfish, so maybe, I think you kind of have a point, Abby. I think you do have a point.
I hate Goldfish. Please sponsor us, Cheez-Its. We need money.
Come on. So as you guys mentioned earlier, you just finished episode 5 of Scarlet Hollow. Was that
this is when like the mean and weird questions come out, right?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, you're oh, those weren't mean at all. We're fine. Like, give us the real stuff.
But I told Nick, we got to be meaner. Stop feeling bad.
And please don't cancel me for anything I said in that segment. Please be nice.
Wow. You guys and the old people. But yeah, so you guys just finished episode 5, and it sounds like it was the biggest of the bunch that you've done already. How are you doing, and how's life after the release?
Oh my God. Well, today when I tried to get back to just like doing anything for it, I was just like like crying at my desk. So it's hard. Yeah. But that's usual. That's always how it goes. It's just like I have a little period where it's like I test whether or not I can get back to work, and eventually that will go away and I'll be normal again, and then I can get back to work. So yeah.
Sounds like one of those things where you open the thing you're planning on working on one screen, and then you open a distraction on the other one. And
Thank
just
God
the
for
distraction
Aspire too, man.
It's like putting a little toe in the water and being like, it's a little chilly, but then you just keep gradually doing it. Eventually, I will move over to the document that is actually for real work. Eventually.
You just want to goof off.
Yeah, I got to goof off.
Who doesn't?
So I read it was the Black Tabby Games State of the Union. I think it was 2024 edition over on Medium.
Yeah.
And you talk about burnout and combating
Mhm.
it and everything. I just wanted to ask how you guys are combating it as you head into this backstretch of Scarlet Hollow.
I have some like fun writing projects that I like to run away to, so that's part of it. I've been doing a lot of like cooking. What about you?
God, I don't know. Like, part of me is just getting into the mindset of gritting my teeth and pushing through it. Um,
Also, when is this episode being published? Not within the next few days, I assume.
No,
Possibly a week out.
Okay.
week,
oh yeah,
maybe
yeah.
two.
So
Yeah.
we'll have announced our publishing arm by then.
And we've been doing
So
a
that's
lot
what
of
we've
work
been
on
doing.
kind of that in the past couple weeks, especially. So that's been a lot. Yeah. So that's been keeping us distracted, but also really tired all the time. And maybe that's good for us. Maybe we'll want to settle down for some work after all this.
You want to take the next one, Matt?
Yeah, sure. Um, so there's been a lot of talk about how Dispatch revived episodic gaming. Did you guys see a bump in sales or interest after this happened, or was it just business as usual?
I feel like we did. Like I think that the model that Dispatch uses is much different than ours, right? They made the whole game pretty much, and then we're just on a weekly release schedule for a month. Whereas,
Ours are a little less than a week, or a little
yeah,
more than a
a
week,
little
I
more
mean.
than a week. But for the complexity of a game like Scarlet Hollow, the episodic structure is necessary. Like, one, as a way to combat burnout, because I think if we started this game without just like these chunks where we could put something out into the world and then breathe and relax and regroup, I don't think it ever would have gotten done. And we have
yeah,
not been bought out by Embracer. So,
not yet. They're still
especially in the early days. So we had like no money.
And of course, the testing from our fans is actually super valuable to us because even among like the alpha testers, like there were things, not just like bugs, but kind of like emotional experiences of the episode that are so hard to track because our testing community is people who go through the game a lot and are always looking for everything. But one person on one playthrough will have a totally different experience if they just play through once than like kind of examining all of these little corners. So yeah, that was really valuable of releasing it to people and having them be like, I played through once and this is what felt strange.
Yeah, and sometimes that's just like a weird experience that winds up being because of a bug in some section of the code, but that feels like still cohesive, but an intentional and weird decision. So releasing episodically and getting to see, well, how are things playing out? What do we need to fix?
Yeah, are people kind of finding the things that we wanted them to
Yeah.
find or having the emotional arcs that we want them to have? So it's pretty valuable.
It sounds like Slay the Princess was a nice little break away from Scarlet Hollow. And it sounds like it also helped you guys be able to continue this push into the back end of the game. Is there anything else that you're taken from that Slay the Princess development cycle that, maybe a piece of knowledge you didn't have before it that is now something that you guys are like pushing in Scarlet Hollow moving forward?
I mean, if you're an artist, everything that you make is in dialogue with everything that you've made before that. So it kind of becomes impossible to fully differentiate, like, say, what ideas in episode 5 existed independently from Slay the Princess to begin with, or were influenced by it. Um, I
Yeah, I feel like it was just kind of any work that you do is going to be basically a skill boost. So Slay the Princess was a skill boost, and I feel like it really helped us just make episode 5 feel the way we wanted it to feel. Yeah, I'm really happy
that
that's being together for us.
old expression in the martial arts world. I fear not the man who has practiced 1,000 kicks once, but the man who has practiced one kick 1,000 times. And that's kind of like what Slay the Princess wound up being in terms of practice, where the scope of the overall setting and structure of the game was so narrow and yet required so many permutations that tackled the same themes from different angles, that involved casting the same characters in the same roles from different perspectives, that it really forced us to improve at our craft. I think like Brandon in particular has grown. He's our composer. He's grown so much as a musician. And I think a lot of that comes from the ridiculous request I gave him when we started on Slay the Princess, which was that every single track in the game has to be built around the princess's leitmotif, which is that arpeggio that you hear, that
It's all that.
Yeah, so it's like 86 different tracks that all, if you don't know it's built around the same theme, doesn't feel that way.
His tracks in episode 5 are so killer.
Bangers.
Yeah. And I feel like there's some stuff in episode 5 that might seem like it was influenced by Slay the Princess. Like there's kind of a sort of dreamy sequence. And that one was planned from the beginning.
Yeah.
So I think some of the ways that I improved, though, was like I drew gore a lot better. I had a better understanding of anatomy. Like so many of these little things that just kind of added to it being better for it.
And we did add Amelia,
it,
our vocalist, to our crew.
And it made it so we could afford to keep making it. So thanks, Slay the Princess.
So staying on Slay the Princess real quick, I recall, I think it was around the time that games like Dredge and El Paso Elsewhere were getting optioned, picked up for either TV or a movie adaptation. And I saw that you guys had said at one point you had been approached, but nothing was really like standing out to you. Is there any movement on that? And what is the biggest concern in jumping from one format to another, especially when it comes to Slay the Princess?
You would take a long cold shower if you knew about the bags we turned down there.
The devil came knocking and we turned that man away. Because I think it's impossible to adapt. I think the interactive element is too crucial.
And I think that, like, frankly, almost every video game adaptation that's ever been done has been ass. I think like the Last of Us HBO series is a notable exception, but Naughty Dog's approach to storytelling is like closer to film anyways, right? It's a film that has a game is a wrapper.
And if anything, it takes away the killing of 50 dudes in between segments, which does kind of add a little bit.
I love when Ellie kills 50 men and then mourns the death of one.
Anyway. It's the best part. It's the best part.
Yeah.
We all contain multitudes, right?
So you didn't like the Mario movie, is what I'm hearing.
I didn't see the Mario movie because I'm 34 years old and I don't have a kid.
Well, it took out all the parts where he stomps on 50 Goombas.
Oh, it's just like The Last of Us, just as serious.
Yeah. And then there's that one Koopa he steps on and he's like, oh, no.
Is that true? Is that true? You can tell me anything about the Mario movie.
I'll never tell. You'll have to watch.
Yeah.
So I mean, it sounds like you guys turned down David Ellison. It sounds like David Ellison was knocking on the door saying, "Give me Slay the Princess." And you're like, no.
We will never appear on any lists.
Well, that ties into the final question. Are you sure you're not on the Epstein list?
Positive. Watch.
I haven't looked.
I haven't looked because why would I be on there?
No one looked. No one should go there.
Hold on, let me go look for him. No. Again, Abby, Tony, thank you so much. Where can people keep up with Black Tabby Games? What can they look forward to in the near future?
Oh, we've got a Discord server if you like digitally mingling with 42,000 people, which is terrifying to me. We have a mailing list, which you can find on our website. And we are on pretty much every social media platform, including, unfortunately, still X, formerly Twitter, the marketplace of ideas where conversations happen. Then plays Scarlet Hollow and Slay the Princess on Steam. This is airing after the 9th, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, wish list, Prove You're Human on Steam.
Yeah. And we'll see you around. We got plans. We'll be here.
Guys, thank you so much again. And yeah, we look forward to finishing Scarlet Hollow and checking out everything you got coming up.
Yay.
Sweet.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us. This was fun.